Open your book to page 577. Today's lesson is to graph inequalities in two variables. So go to page 577. So you need to know the parts on the graph. So as you have the graph, so for inequalities, there would be infinite number of answers. So you cannot just list all the possible answers. So that's why you want to do the graphing. So when you're doing the graphing of inequalities, half of the graph would be good. So half of this is called a half planes. So there are two halves. So each of these is a half plane. And this line over here, this is called a boundary line. Okay, so this line is a boundary. So the graph has three parts. So you have this half, and you have the boundary. The next thing you need to know is you need to pay attention to the lines. So when you have greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, you're going to get solid line like this. Okay, and if you look on the bottom of the page, the figure 33, when you just have the greater than or you have the less than, your graph is going to be dashed line like this. So you got to pay close attention to that. So again, when you have little equal, okay, see the little line underneath, they will give you the solid line. That means the points on the line are part of your answer. Okay, now when you don't have an equal, when you just have a greater than or less than, your boundary line will be a dashed line. That means the points on the line, on the dashed line, is not part of your answer. So in this case, all the points on this side are your answer, but the line and below are not your answer. Okay, so that's the basics of it. So let's go over how to graphing the inequalities in two variables. Okay, it's going to be two variables because it's x and y. Okay. So let's go to page 584 and set 2 as an example. And let's start with number 3. So you got 5x plus 2y is greater than 10. So first, just like when you're doing a regular graphing, you need to choose your point so you can make a line, right? But when you're doing a boundary line, so first you have to do is find the points on the boundary line. To do that, you have to treat this as an equal. So just like what you did before, okay, you let x equal to 0, so this is gone, so y would be equal to 5. Then after that, you let y equal to 0, so the x will be equal to 2. So that's how you get the points on the boundary line. So next, you go and do the graphing. So first point is 0, 5. The next point is 2, 0. And this is going to be the dash line. So when you draw this, you need to draw the dash line. Because the point, what it's saying is that the points on the line are not part of your answer. The next you have to do is figure out which half of the graph is your answer. To do that, you can choose any testing point that is not on the line. So you can choose any point to see if it's true or false. Okay, you can choose any point that is not on the line. Because if you choose a point on the line, you're not going to be able to figure out if it's true or not. So I'm going to choose 0, 0 because that's the easiest point. So this point is 0, 0. So I'm going to substitute into here. So the reason I choose 0, 0 because everything will be gone, right? So you're going to get 0 is greater than 10. Okay, again, when you substitute this into here, you're going to get 5 times 0 plus 2 times 0 is greater than 10. So you're going to end up with 0 is greater than 10. So this is false. That means this point is false. That means this point is no good. So if this point is no good, that means this side is no good. So that means the other side is good. So you shade in the part that is good. So what it's saying is that all the points, you got infinite number of points. All these points on this side is part of your answer. Okay? So again, that's what this means. So shading, when you're doing the shading, just do it lightly. That's all you need to do. Okay? And that's all you have to do. Again, it's very simple. Okay. So let's go to example 5. Number 5. You have x is greater than or equal to -4. So this has only one variable, so it's already solved. So all you have to do is, you can go and graph already, right? So remember, when you have x is a number, you're going to get a vertical line, right? So you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. So -4 is right over here. And this is going to be a solid line. So you do that. And you need to, so you got two halves. So when you have vertical line or horizontal line, you don't have to worry about making a testing point because it's very obvious. So you want a greater than, you want a side that is greater than that. So that means your answer is this half over here. Okay. So that's number 5. So again, you want x greater than that. So this side is greater than the -4 because over here is your -4. So you want all the parts that is greater than that. So this side is greater than it. So that's how you know that this is your graph. Okay, now let's go to number 6. So you have y is greater than or equal to -4. Now things you have to be careful is you have to watch the x and the y. Don't get it reversed. So y is greater than -4. So first you find the -4. So -1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your y equal to -4. And so this is going to be a solid line. So you have to pay close attention to your solid line, dash line. And you want a greater than. So you want a greater than. So this side is greater than. And so that's your answer. Okay. Again, shading means all the points over there. There are infinite number of points. So all the points on this half is part of your answer. Okay, let's go to number 18. So you have 3x minus 2 times 2x minus 7 is less than or equal to 2 times 3 plus x minus 4. So this is kind of a little bit messy. So what you need to do is you have to kind of simplify your inequalities. So that's going to work everything out. So multiply out, so minus 4x plus 14. This one you multiply out. And I'm going to make into the standard form. So I'm going to minus 2x and minus 2x. And this one is not too bad because it has only one variable. So I'm going to minus 14 minus 14. So this cancels out, this cancels out. Okay, so I have 3 minus 6, so I get minus 3x is less than or equal to. So 6 minus -18, I get minus 12. Okay, then next, I need to go and solve for x because when you have only one variable, you can solve. So dividing by -3, divide by -3. So you're going to get x. Now remember, when you divide by negative number, you have to change direction for inequalities. So this is kind of a little bit review. And so so you can graph that. Okay. So that's your y, and that's your x, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's greater than, so it's be this part over here. Okay, so that's your graph, and that's it. Okay, so again, when you get something like that, you've got to work it out, and you have to be careful when you divide by negative number. Remember to change the direction, and then you just graph. Okay, let's go to number 22. Okay, you got y over 2 plus x over 4 is less than 1. So this one, again, you can multiply to get rid of the fraction if you want to, but it's unnecessary. This one, again, you just make x equal to 0. So when x equal to 0, remember you have to treat this as equal when you're looking for the boundary line, right? So x equal to 0, so this is gone. So you multiply both sides by 2, so you're going to get y equal to 2. Okay, then you do the same thing as the other one. Set y equal to 0, so this is gone. Multiply both sides by 4, so x equal to 4. Okay. And again, you just go and do the graphing. So that's your x, that's your y. And so first point is 0, 2. So that's point over here. Next one is 4, 0. And this is going to be a dashed line. So dashed line. Again, you have to pay attention to started line, dashed line. Then after that, I'm going to choose a testing point. Again, you can choose any point that is not on the line. Okay, so I'm going to choose 0, 0 because that's the easiest point. So I put 0, 0 in here. I'm going to get 0 is less than 1. So this is true. So that means this point is true, means it's good. So if this point is true, that means this side is good. So you share in the part that is true. And that's it, that's your graph. Okay. Now let's go to 24. You have x minus y over 2 minus x minus 4y over 7 less than or equal to 5 over 14. So this is, again, another one of those kind of a bit messy problem. So first, let's get rid of the fraction. So multiply common denominator, multiply by 14. So this will cancel, I get 7. So I get 7x minus 7y. This one I cancel, I get 2. Now there's a negative over here, so you have to watch your negative. So it's negative 2. So negative 2 times x is minus 2x. Negative 2 times minus 4y is plus 8y. So you got to pay close attention to the signs. This cancels out, so it becomes 5. Okay, so I'm going to consolidate things a little bit. So the x will have a 5x. The y will be plus y. Okay, then from here, just go and do the regular method, right? So if you let x equal to 0, y will equal to 5. If you let y equal to 0, divide by 5, so x will equal to 1. Okay, so those are your intercepts. So let's go and do the graphing. So first point is 0, 5. So let's go and make this a little bit longer. So the first point is going to be right over here. The next point is 1, 0. So it's right over here. So this is going to be a started line. Then next, I need to decide which half to shade in. So I'm going to do this as my testing point. So 0, 0. So I get 0 is less than or equal to 5. So this is true. So this point is true. That means this half is true. So you just do the shading, and that's all you have to do. Okay, and that's your answer. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some practice.